but because they're not where they're supposed to be in life, not that it's her race. And then two, there's something really off about them. They're very underdeveloped in a manly way. So they have to find somebody who is naive, who is immature, who doesn't know any better in some real way, who would think that, that the sky is the prize. Now,
What?
the other reason for that is because the 20 something year old is the only one who will be impressed with what they've accomplished.
As a woman. So I think my value has increased because as you get older, you learn, you grow, you mature. So that's why I think my value has
Man,
increased.
women do not gain value in men's eyes with wisdom, age, and experience. They gain value possibly in your husband's eyes, but not to just men on the market. You're older and used. No product gains value. And you ladies will sit there and fight logic.
That don't hurt my feelings. I call for
I'm
your
not saying
advice.
it's gonna hurt your feelings. It's the truth. Walking around with this with this energy, like I know my value. I know it doesn't help you get the outcomes you want. It works opposite.
All right, now I guess we gotta allege Mrs. Kevin Samuels allegedly, right? So look, right now we got this therapist, life coach who, let's just say she responded to me only because I left a comment. My thing is this, right? If you make a post public and people comment, stop getting in your feelings. Go past forward, collect your 200 and just go. Right now, she actually made a video stating that she knows the reason why some men date significantly younger women, especially in their 20s. Let's see what she got to say. All I know is that she's totally wrong. She got this misconstrued, so maybe she needs a therapist or a life coach because she really doesn't know what's going on. Or she's speaking from experience, maybe someone her age, right, actually dated younger. But women, if you want to know something about a man, ask a man. A man can tell you how a man thinks. A woman can only assume based off her personal selfish experience. And this is no shade to any women. I love all women. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, sit back and react with your boy. Let's see how this is about to play out. Again, I will show you the proof. We will go up and down her comments on how she likes to respond to people. She likes to get into her feelings. I don't know why, but to be a professional and doing that, if you ask me, that's a little asinine. So let me go ahead and stop wasting your time. Let's press play.
Men who date significantly younger women, and they're like in their late 30s, early 40s, or 50s, or whatever, and they're dating women in their 20s who have like no clue about who they are. The reason that they do that there's two reasons. One, they can't find a woman their age who will date them because women their age find them unattractive, not because of their physical appearance, but because they're not where they're supposed to be in life. Not that it's her race.
I'm going to tell you like this, right? You see, her attitude, the way she's talking, her demeanor, and I'm just assuming because I don't know who she is, but based off her presentation, you know, they say first presentation is everything, okay? So let's stick to the script now. She seems a little bit triggered, as if maybe someone left her for a younger woman. You understand? What she's saying is not true, ladies. I do not want you to think that what she's saying is true. There are many reasons why men date women who are younger. And for her to say what she's saying, a younger woman would be able to see a fool from afar. You understand what I mean? So let's not take it there right now. Please, let's not take it there. A man who has options is going to go date a younger woman. Why? Because she has she has low mileage, she hasn't gone through a lot, and she has a life full of experience ahead of her. Not condoning someone who's 40 to date a 20-year-old. That's just a little too steep. But to date someone younger, it does not mean what she's saying, all right? So let's continue.
But because they're not where they're supposed to be in life, not that it's her race. And then two, there's something really off about them. They're very underdeveloped in a manly way. So they have to find somebody who is naive, who is immature, who doesn't know any better in some real way, who would think that, that the sky is the prize. Now,
What?
the other reason for that is because the 20 something year old is the only one who will be impressed with what they've accomplished. And the truth is, that's what you should have accomplished, one, or what they've accomplished with you is not where they should be. They may have written your coattails or something to that effect. But a 20 something year old will be impressed with that. They'll be like, oh, that's awesome. That's so amazing. So when I tell you all to let that man go and be with that woman, don't compare yourself to her.
All right, gotta chime in right there. Don't know what the hell she's talking about right now. That is not why men do that. They don't need someone to say, oh, wow. It's not about, oh, wow. It's about a level of respect, right? A woman in her 40s who's disrespectful cannot learn how to be respectful. Someone who is early 20s to late 20s to 30s, they can still have time to learn to be respectful. They're not scorned. They're not full of trauma. They're not full of drama. You understand? This is really why men like to date younger women, because they're less of a headache when it comes to attitude, respect, and, loyalty, or should I say, just how a woman should be. She'll listen. As opposed to someone who's 40, they're going to say, what? I'm an old dog. I'm not trying to learn new tricks out here. I'm just calling it how it is. Women, don't be mad at me if you're in your 40s and you're single. This is the true facts right here, okay? Just look at it like this. Men think different than women. This is why I don't know why you would go to a woman to see how a man think. But with that being said, just because she's a therapist or life coach does not mean she has the end-all answers. You need to go to a man to get a perspective. Maybe ask your dad, ask your grandfather, ask your uncle, ask a brother, ask a cousin. Ask someone close before you ask someone who you don't know. And then you go down a rabbit hole. I'm telling you, she got it twisted right here.
It is because she is more his speed. The immature, the naivete, the silliness, the goofiness of her matches that within him.
And then she make no sense. You have people like Madonna and all these other artists and people who we probably have no clue about, who are women who date younger as well. They actually see it the same way. You understand? Some people just rather not deal with people at their age because maybe they feel they're torn and worn down. They have a lot of trauma. They done with it. They over it. The person has too much attitude, too much disrespect. So guess what? There's plenty of high status men. We're not going to say value, but high status where they got high income. They are where they want to be. And guess what? They want to date younger. So what she said is crazy. Make sure you following the right advice out here. Even ask ChatGPT. They will correct you. She's delusional. She's bugged out. Allegedly. You see, look at this right here. This guy said, I only like dating women my age, but this lady has no idea what she's talking about. This was her response. This post was about a man who have affairs with the particular type of 20-year-old woman. It's in the title of the video and stated at the end. Again, she makes no sense. Someone else said, the fact that a younger woman don't come with baggage and fertility issues has absolutely nothing to do with it, in your opinion. I'm 45 with no kids. Should I go find a 45-year-old woman? Look at her response. Why don't you have kids at 45 years old? Just asking. Like, she makes no sense right now. I don't know. I guess she got in her feelings. She didn't realize what she was doing. But then she realized the video was getting traction and she left it up. Somebody said wrong. The older the woman, the more baggage she's carrying from previous relationships and unresolved personal issues. It's just that simple. And this is what she said. I specialize in couples therapy, and this video is about married men who cheat with and date certain 20-year-old women. Read the title on the video and watch until the end. Again, she has the wrong title, and she didn't really state that this is about cheating. All she said was, she has this observation of why men like to date women younger than their age. She did not say at any time why men love to cheat on their wives with 20-year-old women. That's not what she said. She made it seem like she has the answers to everything. Here goes another one. We got another one. Wrong. It's really not that complicated. Younger women are just prettier, and stop underestimating younger women. I know mothers who are jealous of their daughters. This post was about men who have affairs. This is copy and paste. She's copying and pasting at this time. See, look, she's just copying and pasting. She's not even intelligent enough to say something different. Someone said, is this true for women who date younger men? It can. Then she goes, it can be if they exclusively date younger men in an attempt to be in a long-term relationship. Oftentimes, it is for fun, and sometimes it is a serious commitment. She has a double standard, right? Another girl said, honestly, I'm 26, and from around 14, I've heard many men say many reasons they go after younger girls between 12 and 18. Hey, yo, I couldn't tell you how many grown men approached me and didn't care about my age. Now, that is crazy right there. Those are what we call PDF files, all right? And here she goes saying, sweet pea, a lot of them don't care. As you can read from the comments, they only want one thing, and you're so much more than that and deserve better. I don't know what she means by that. No one in the comments is condoning 12 to 18, so she's tripping right now. I'm sure the PDF files are lurking all over the net, but I don't see that right here. And someone said, no, ma'am, it's biological. Peak fertility is what men are after. Some of what you said could be true in some cases, but biological factors are strong. But desire to reproduce is the main drive for men. Sir, this video is about married men who have affairs with certain type of 20-something-year-old women. Come on, copy and paste. Everyone disagrees with her. And it's not just only men, it's women as well. So she's tripping. She is tripping. You are angry and wrong. See? She's angry and wrong. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel.